What's up, YouTube? Timur here. Now, with Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 hitting theaters this week, I'm going to be doing my reviews for the Mission Impossible films. Starting with the one that started all, and that's, of course, 1996's iconic action film, Mission Impossible. Now, the first Mission Impossible, which was actually based on a TV show from the 1960s, which I bet lots of people always forget that this is a remake. But anyway, the film was of course directed by Brian De Palma, who's of course best known for directing movies such as The Original Carrie, Scarface. He has a really terrific resume. Whether you talk about Blowout, uh, when you talk about Brian De Palma's resume, he has a really wide list of resumes there. And Mission Impossible is one that a lot of people probably forget he directed. That's right. The director of Scarface was the one that pretty much brought this franchise to its core. Now, if you guys don't know much about the story here, this movie, of course, had Tom Cruise playing the role of government operative Ethan Hunt and his mentor Jim Phelps, played by John Voight, who go on a covered assignment that takes a disastrous turn, and Jim is killed, and Ethan becomes the prime murder suspect, and he is now a fugitive, and he recruits brilliant hacker Luther Stickel, played by Ving Rhames, and Maverick pilot Franz Krieger, played by Jane Reno, to help him sneak into a heavily guarded CIA building to retrieve a confidential computer that will prove his innocence here. The film was written by David Coe and Robert Towne. You also had a really cool cast that includes obviously Tom Cruise, John Voight, Vanessa Redgrave, Henry Currency, Kristen Scott Thomas, Emil Estevez was in this. Talk about really cool castings. The action was pretty cool. Tom Cruise, obviously, he was born to play Ethan Hunt. He really plays his part really well. About that time, Cruise, was coming off of a really interesting decade with stuff like Top Gun, with stuff like Cocktail, Risky Business. And he had an interesting 90s career too with stuff like A Few Good Men, Eyes Wide Shut, Days of Thunder, and all. So talk about a really cool career here. And of course, the stunts in this is insane. Obviously, the stunts got very different throughout the franchise because obviously technology had improved since the original Mission Impossible. But yeah, this is a really decent film. Pretty much it's like Tom Cruise's James Bond. Definitely has a bit of a Bond feel to it at times. And I've always enjoyed the original Mission Impossible. So if you guys ever seen the first Mission Impossible, which was a massive hit when it was released, it came out all the way back in 1996, making a grand total of 457.7 million. Talk about really box office hit right there. So yeah, definitely go watch the original Mission. Like if you really want to see where this franchise started, I highly recommend watching the 1996 version. And this is pretty much Tom Cruise's Fast and Furious to look at. So anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen 1996's Mission Impossible? So what's up? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Where would it rank in your favorite Mission Impossible films? Drop down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Henry Saya.